Welcome everyone to the final episode of Kurt and Lucy Got You Covered. Feels weird to say out
It does feel
loud.
weird.
We'll have you covered, but only for this week.
Well, yeah, and then after that, you're on your own, kids.
Yeah. Mom and Dad aren't there to help out anymore. Gaming mom and... No, I don't know. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Let's not go there. But we've got one more episode. We had a lot of viewer mail after we announced that the show is ending, and we want to say thank you so much to everyone and all the comments. We've read them all.
Yes, every single comment.
It made our cold, dead hearts warm up.
There was like a flutter in my heart that was like, shucks.
And he booked a doctor appointment to check it was all good.
Yeah, and I'm fine. Blood pressure's good.
Good.
Genuinely good.
Good.
Yeah.
Cholesterol level,
Yeah.
good.
Good.
Genuinely.
Cool.
But yes, thank you so much. So this episode is, according to John Luke, mostly viewer mail. One last time.
One last time. I feel like we should do like a one last ride.
That's right.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
What? This is who's going to do first. This is the last time one of us gets to go first.
You do it.
No, let's go back to the very beginning. Viewer mail.
Dear Truck and Lucci, I just wanted to reach out and tell you how much I'm going to miss this show. I live in New York City, and your silly antics and thoughtful response has been keeping me sane on my long commute down into Brooklyn. I especially love the little choose your own adventure game you designed for the Leon Kennedy.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. It was clear you had a blast with that one. We really did. Are there any concepts or ideas you wanted to try out on this show but didn't get the chance? See you later, Space Cowboys / Girls, Roz. P.S. Please make sure that you take good care of Charmander and Suda 51. They are national treasures and need to be fed and walked at least 3 times a day. Suda.
Speaking of which,
짱겜보이 아이고 쇼이 오 짱겜보이 고데 쇼이 쇼이 짱겜보이 아침에 이때 호이 야스
should we tell him? Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
It'll be fine.
Well, thank you, Roz. What concepts didn't we do? We had a big document of
There's a few
ideas.
There's a few that's coming to mind right now. One of them, this is just one as I'm firing them off. One
Yeah.
thing I really wanted to do. I think we tried to do it, but I wanted to do big conversations.
big.
Well, no, that was deep conversations, and I wanted to do big topics. I think it was
Yes.
called, but we would have enormous props, like an enormous mug,
Yes.
that we would drink from, and have talk about big ideas.
What was the one you wanted to do with the helium?
Did I want to do it with
I
helium?
thought you wanted to do light conversation.
I think that
Yeah.
was an idea that I don't know if that was my idea.
I think it was.
I remember at least the conversation.
I remember helium.
Oh, there was
Yeah.
because I think we actually, this is coming back to me. We researched
Price of helium.
the price of helium, but then the other gas that actually turns your voice low. There's two, like the opposite of helium, whatever it's called, for those chemists out there who's gonna be ashamed of me. But yeah, we were gonna do light topics, light conversations with the helium balloons. That was one.
Deep conversation.
In which it just become Finnish.
Yeah, I can't get over how much you sound Finnish.
I just want to speak to you about deep things. Is that right?
Control Resonant is coming.
Control Resonant
This
is
summer.
coming from Remedy Entertainment.
Is it coming? When is? I don't know when.
They haven't given it.
They haven't
Oh,
given
they
it yet.
haven't. Well,
Anyways,
it's not
just-
coming out this summer. I
this
made
year.
that up.
we don't know anything.
I genuinely don't know anything
We
about when
don't
that
know.
game is coming out.
And I mean, there was we tried to slam a few in last week's episode.
We had a bunch of Mother's Day things planned. I think.
Well,
for
this is Mother's Day this week. Which
well,
reminds
not
me.
for me. Because
No,
Mother's
not
Day in
for
the
you
UK was
Brits.
in March.
Which reminds me, we don't have to
My
do
mom
in
is
this.
fine.
We don't have to do in this segment, but I would like to do my mother. Go on, to do my mother bit. Look, sometimes things just come out of this old yapper. I definitely do the mother bit is what I wanted to say before.
Do the Mother's Day bit.
Yeah, sure. The Mother's Day bit. For fuck's sake. You people are freaks. First you think drugs are the Charmander. Then you think something awful. I said something in another video that hasn't seen the light of day yet.
That.
But I will say, it's kind of, I don't know if there's
Yeah.
any things, but the beauty of how we work as a team and this show and in its very nature is we show up to work and we are just trying stuff
Yeah.
constantly, all the time, and trying to bend things as much as we can. And sometimes we will wake up the morning of a shoot and all of a sudden it's like, wait, what if we did this? So Gotcha
Text the group
covered,
chat.
text the group chat. What if we did this? Hey, do you have this prop at home? Hey, do you have this piece of clothing? Like that happens a lot. And honestly, that's kind of how even the Nick Leon Kennedy thing happened. It's like we had the idea for him to fill a briefcase, and it was like the 11th hour the night before. It was like, we need to there needs to be a game element to
Yeah,
this
what's he
somehow.
doing
And then
with it?
that dominoed into, okay, well, what if we had scenarios, and what if we had dice, and what if he had ammunition? What if he had to use the resources that he put in the suitcase? And that was like happened at 4 p.m. And then the next day we shot with Nick.
That's such a great example of like the power of teamwork, because I felt like everyone like contributed like a little idea to it that made it become like a fully featured thing. And it was like,
I mean, like even like the next morning, I was like, Lucy, I need you to write a scenario. And Lucy just like, and then even during that entire thing, you may not be able to tell because we're so good at what we
We're
do.
so fun.
But then maybe some of it was a little improvised. Maybe some of it was off the cuff. Who's to say? The work of professionals. Was there anything you didn't get to do? Punch me in the face.
We were gonna dress as each other.
Yeah, that's been a thing.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we keep
I
bringing that up.
I had that one as an idea. I
Yeah.
remember.
I even knew what shirt I was going to wear.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, it's not hard
Well,
to be me.
okay, here's one we
than you
we
wanna
talked
get
about a
stilts.
lot was one, we always wanted to buy more props for the letters,
Yes.
yeah, which we never did. I'm Kurt. I don't think you would work.
but we wanted
Not a short sleeve one.
No.
we wanted to do a bit. We wanted to have an intro where we would have somebody dressed up in a mailman costume actually deliver the letters.
Yeah.
And we were
Actually-
gonna get different celebrities. We were like,
This-
anytime someone visited, we'd have
Okay.
them do that.
Now that you mentioned it, and I know the segment's gone a little long, we had a lot of conceptual ideas early on to design this set
Oh,
in
right.
such a specific
Pee-wee.
way. I wanted what the whole pitch was like mid-century style cocktail bar scenario, very heavily inspired by Bossa Nova and Pee-wee's Playhouse, in which we wanted to get like our own chairs and split the
Yeah.
set in a way that would like fit
Yeah.
into this mid-century.
Like
It was
similar to the Trixie and Katya,
Yeah.
like two different sides of the set.
if I remember right, I mean, the entire show identity was pitched on tiki theme, like tiki bar,
Yeah.
sort of mid-century cocktail stuff. So there's like stuff like that we were like, if the time comes and we get the
We
budget.
get a budget. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
know what could have been. And if anybody just wants to be like, whoa, what's that? You need a bunch of money to build a set and do a thing?
We'll give you my PayPal.
Anyways,
Anyway, next.
thank you very much.
Thank you,
very
Roz.
much. Next, let's hear. Oh, I just pulled a muscle. Thank you. Oh, I actually pulled something.
Viewer mail. Ooh, that was a deep.
I know. We're going to get real. It's going to be. Ooh. Hey, Kurt, Lucy, and John Luke. JONLUKE.
Ah,
John Luck.
I call them Gene Luck Sepk when we were making a soap opera. That was the actor name I came up with. Just finished the latest episode. Sad to hear that the show is coming to an end. I always really enjoy tuning in as it's like a nice mix between a live show and something more curated. Nice and light to give me a bit of an update on the goings on in gaming with goofing and spoofing. It's true. I couldn't think of any good gaming related questions. So if you could anamorph into an animal, what would it be? All the best. And hope Got You Covered can make a revival someday. Cheers, James.
Thank you, James. Cat.
Worm.
Cat. Why worm? In case you get split in half.
I think worms are just really cool.
is it because of the "Would you love me if I'm still a worm"? Is that
No.
okay?
Is that a thing?
I don't
Yes.
think Kurt's aware of that
Okay.
meme.
Well, I'm not aware of a lot of memes.
That's true.
And I'm a happy
Well,
man.
would your wife still love you if you were a worm?
She better. I am a worm of a
like-
human. I mean, like you little worm. Worms are cool. They get to go into the dirt. They have multiple brains. They can be cut in half, all that jazz. They can be split into two.
I feel like they're not very smart though, because if a bird doing this makes them think it's raining.
Well, I'm aware of that. If were the Animorph people, they kept their
okay.
intelligence, right? They didn't just be like, I'm a fucking worm now, right? I mean, they were like,
Yeah.
Do you get
Yeah.
claustrophobic?
in crowds of people who are irritating me.
Okay, so in underground you'd be fine.
Yeah, underground. I think it'd be nice and comf. No, I don't know. The worms. A worm's the first thing that came to my little noggin because
Little worm brain.
yeah, I don't want to be a spider, but I just think spiders are cool. I don't want to be an ant, but I like ants. Like the way ants exist are cool. I want to be a little guy,
Like groupthink.
little dude. Either that or like a. No, I want to be a worm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be a cat.
What about you, Jean-Luc?
A cat.
Yep. Are you joking? Cats have the best lives.
They sleep all day.
Sleep
they
all
have
day.
great athletics, like jumping around and
They don't
All
have to
that
go for
stuff.
walks in the rain.
no.
Unless you live outside, like you're a, you don't have a home.
But also, like they seem
No,
like
I
they're
want to
You're a
be.
stray
No,
cat.
I want to come back. I want to be one of my cats because my cats live like little.
But if you're
goddamn
but if you're an
princesses.
animal,
But who's
you
gonna be taking
can
care of you?
do whatever you want.
Max and Jen.
Okay.
But you're an animorph, so you can change
Yeah.
at will. So you can just
Right.
be like, I'm gonna
be a cat now.
be a cat. I'm gonna hang out with all the other alley cats, see what they're up to.
That's the thing. Is like I don't know if I would want anyone to rub my belly.
I don't think most cats do. And well,
No,
but that's
peanut
what- I was
peanut
gonna
and
say.
jelly.
So my cat Meg, a life of never touch my belly. I'll cut your hands off.
Yeah.
But I think she's now learned how badly we want to do it. So she's
She
like,
holds it.
go ahead.
No.
And we're allowed to do it for just a little bit. And then she'll be like, ooh, oh, I just stop. Oh, just kidding. Ooh, just
I mean, I always have marks in here because Jelly, like,
yeah.
and she goes into play mode, and I need to trim. I was on a call this morning, and she was on my knee, and and then I had a shower after, and I just looked down at my leg, and it was like, this looks like
I've
walked into a bush of thorns. No,
Anyways,
it was through pants. It was through,
wow. Damn, girl.
yeah. Anyway,
Worm. You're
Next
up.
letter. Man, I've had so many good times doing this.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many more times we're gonna be opening these letters.
I know.
Like, or even like the cool people we have. Like
Yeah.
that one time with Roger Craig Smith.
Oh yeah.
When he, what was it? Say yes to the dress.
He said yes to the
with
dress.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah.
No. 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 Still no. No.
Almost something.
Yeah. There's a valiant effort. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Anyways,
Good.
is this viewer mail?
Oh, sorry.
Viewer
mail. Good
Gert.
and Pusey.
Ugh. Ugh. Both those names together sound like what I smelled in the men's bathroom today, which is acidic and rotten.
With the show ending, are you guys going to have your own solo content on your personal channels or new shows on GameSpot? Seriously going to miss the both of you. Definitely want to see more of you guys outside of narrating reviews and showing up on Friends Per Second every 2 weeks. Thanks for the show, Ocean Yap.
Ocean Yap.
Ocean Yap. Well, yeah, of course we'll be doing more stuff on GameSpot. The thing about Got You Covered is that it actually does take quite a lot of time. And so that does free us up to do more things. And like this show has been such a great test bed for random things that it has kind of invigorated us to do those random things. We filmed a lot in the last week, some fun bits that will be going out.
Not Gotcha Covered related.
Not Gotcha Covered related,
Yeah.
but it was kind of from ideas that were
Yeah.
seeded within Gotcha Covered.
Yeah, the best thing, so to answer your question, we're still gonna be making stuff, and this show has allowed us to creatively to just prove to ourselves that we can show up and try something different and new without like the tried and true. Like there's always going to be a place for what we do as GameSpot, because I see it as our responsibility as an
bread and
outlet
butter and, yeah.
to do news, reviews,
Previews.
informational content, things you should be looking for. And the balance is trying to make sure we're trying different things while still trying to find the balance of entertainment and information.
Sure.
Yeah.
So stuff like the Nick video, like the Resident Evil Overpacked, as we call it, that came from us kind of getting in a room for Gotcha Covered. Be like, Nick's going to be on. What are we doing? So as Lucy said, we have many videos coming that are Gotcha Covered pilled,
Yes.
but not necessarily Gotcha Covered. So no, it will not be The Last of Us, the game, nor the show.
I was trying to be like, oh.
And we will still be making videos for GameSpot, and the hope is that what we've done here will have a ripple effect on how we look at other videos and stuff.
Oui.
So yeah.
Next letter.
Excuse me. You know what? This actually just reminded me. Remember that one episode that we did with Roger?
I was just thinking, so I'm
I
having
really
a
haven't known how
coffee,
to-
and I'm just like, I feel like we need to give our guests less coffee.
Yeah. I've been meaning to find a way to talk to you about this, but that was a lot.
So the Game Awards at one time, were you actually
were in
being
the other
Mirage
room.
live?
Yeah, that was wild. That was it was like I call it like digital puppetry because at the time, one second. Sorry. Ooh. Wow. That is good. Is that espresso, right? These guys.
Yeah.
You know, that reminds me the time I don't know if you guys knew this. I have been the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog.
yeah.
That's like what?
2010. It was,
Wow.
Yeah, and maybe and it's been like one of the. I mean, when you think about it, it's going back to like 2010, which is like not that long ago.
Yep.
It's 16 years.
When
And,
was
like,
the
one could
Mirage
do it-
thing?
What's this?
Mirage? When was the Game
Oh,
Awards?
that came along after the Sonic the Hedgehog stuff.
Like
It started in
2019.
2010. A lot of people think Sonic
Okay.
Colors was one of my
No,
first
later.
games. It actually wasn't. It actually
Later.
started with a little bit of a thing called Alton Towers, which is an amusement park over in the UK.
Whoa,
And then
hold up.
theoretically, my first gig was actually as Sonic Free Riders, which was released on the Xbox for the Kinect system. because a lot of people think like it's Sonic you're the blue blur, you're the fastest thing alive, and I'm like, I know it. I can't believe a lot of people. It's really kind of a sad thing because a lot of people go like, oh my god, you have been doing this, you are him, and I'm like, he is not really technically a thing. It's like it's me, I'm doing the voice. It's not really. It's a talking blue hedgehog. It's not something that I do like naturally or that like. And people think I walk around like I'm talking like this all the time. Like my voice is gonna be like this. Like I'm gonna walk up to somebody and go like, hi, can I get like a double espresso? It's not like this. Like who would? As I'm a grown man. We're talking like this. I don't know how to do it. It's like, man, I am tired. I'm so tired.
Can we get you anything?
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna walk this off.
Okay.
I'm good. This is really the greatest movie I've ever been on. So this is gonna be like released in theaters, or is this like a podcast, but it's audio only? I don't understand how that works. Oh man! I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, and I've been Sonic the Hedgehog since 2010. Did I tell you guys that?
Yeah.
There was a time that it started off. It was like I was sitting there. I went from Captain America, Batman. I do always these things, but Sonic the Hedgehog is one of the roles that a lot of people don't know that I've even done. And I'm sitting there thinking like, how could you not know that I'm the fastest thing alive, the blue blur? I'm just a guy who loves adventure. Oh, this is so good. Okay. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. Isn't that right, Suda?
Viewer mail.
This one's jumping away from me. Hey, Bert, Lindsay,
Lindsay.
and Joe Luck.
Joe Luck is a great name. Look, if Dead is Disco can have Charlie Disco,
They could have
Joe Luck.
Joe Luck. Watch
gonna-
out, because he's looking at you.
You know what? I think I'm gonna start telling the bagel lady my name's Joe Luck.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, bagel lady, I'm looking at you because I'm Joe Luck.
Joe Luck.
That's really good. Thank you, Pax. Thank you for all the shows you've done. I've enjoyed them a lot. I've watched them all since the start and have been looking forward to new ones each week. Hope you can come up with some new similar format to try out. Look on the bright side, though. At least now Suda can go back to making games or something.
Yeah?
I don't think that's going to happen. Anyways, I've got 2 ideas for something fun you could do for your final episode.
Okay.
A, real life Mortal Kombat, like actual fight to the death, like right now on camera. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Where's the other? Oh. All right. Or B, switch seats. Either one works. Well,
Want to try it?
okay.
I don't like it.
Yeah, no, thanks. Okay. Sincerely, Pax.
Thanks, Pax.
Thank you so much. Sorry, Shashu.
That's fine.
Okay.
It was, you know what? Anything for the bit. It's funny that so the part of the letter that Kurt did not read out is that I was apparently the safe bet. And I will say that not apparently, because it's true. In the office, I have become quite a good shot.
according to you,
You said it.
I said you're getting better.
Quite a good shot.
I can dodge bullets.
We had some devs come in on Friday, and all we were doing was playing with the toy guns that we have in the office.
Yes, these foreign developers.
Yeah, from Australia, and they were like, America.
Okay, they were into it. They were.
They
excited.
were.
Oh yeah, they were the
we
ones who
played
wanted to play
roulette.
Russian roulette.
Yeah, they suggested it.
With our Nerf guns. Anyway, next letter.
Viewer mail.
Dear Lacey and Kurg,
I really just hold on.
my heart is so warm with all of these.
I just need to say that all it took was one person spelling my name wrong, and it has become a through line for the entirety of this show.
Yeah.
And to the person who did that,
Thank you.
thank you. This is how you make art.
Collaborative. I'm so sad the show is ending. The show felt like it came from an older era of the internet that was more experimental and looser. On that topic, I wanted to ask you about traditional games media and its future. Nowadays, many people flock to YouTubers, streamers, or Reddit threads to get their news and takes on games. How have you seen games media change during your time in the industry, and how do you see it changing to adapt to the new landscape? I, for one, hope traditional outlets like GameSpot still stick around. I prefer the more professional style and the occasional weirdness that pops up from them, like Gotcha Covered. P.S. I'm pretty sure I got your names right, but is there any chance someone has been changing them? Bob Loblaw. I hope your law blog is going well.
You've been in this industry longer than me, so I kind of want your take.
I'm coming up to 12 years of GameSpot, yeah.
Yeah, but you've then even before then you had a couple under your belt.
Probably
so.
like 15.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How have I seen things change? I mean, certainly there has been the shift towards the media, as in like the specific like games media side of things, branching out into broader mainstream, like New York Times and Washington Post, having, if not complete verticals, but at least having someone covering gaming. I think there will always absolutely be a need for proper games coverage and journalism. And a thing that the games media right now is sorely lacking is that career path, the training to be able to accurately report on things and do it properly. The thing is, like, I follow streamers. I follow content creators, like YouTubers. Like there are specific people I follow on different platforms, and I think everyone brings something to the space. But I think games journalism is sorely needing those trained professionals to make sure that, hey, if there are huge news stories like Blizzard and the sexual harassment lawsuit, or things with financials and mergers and things where legal gets involved, because also the thing that people don't pay attention to is like a lot of times when you are publishing something that has like ramifications, you need legal to check it over, and your average content creator will not have that legal backbone like to protect themselves from being sued for something like libel or slander. So there is that part of responsibility that I feel like the press has. And I think GameSpot and IGN and Kotaku will always be there. I think all of the major gaming outlets have been slower on the uptake to adapt to how things have moved and changed.
Right. My beautiful, by the way.
Thanks.
Eloquent. That is the words of a woman who has been in this
Been
industry.
there,
Who's
done
been
that.
there, done it. So my feelings are the exact same. I could talk about this all day because I think there's a few layers that I want to touch on because they fold and topple over each other. Both media and YouTubers and influencers and the people who like it's hard to draw a line of who's informed to say something and who's not. Sure. You kind of said this, but to paraphrase it, there's context and there's information and there's opinion. And the thing that traditional media often is equipped to do or has even the privilege to do is context, is information that is not readily available to other people like YouTubers or other influencers. There are people out there who are absolutely excellent at what they do and do have the mentality of a person who knows how to get information and deliver it objectively. But in most cases, you said it at the top, there are YouTubers and there's influencers and there's people, even people like me when I first started, like I did not have a traditional background
Sure, me either.
in journalism. No. I did eventually start working at a newspaper and I didn't even enter that newspaper as somebody who was reporting. I entered it as like a calendar editor. And then eventually I started reporting and then eventually I started kind of building that muscle. In reality, I started as a blogger and like that's what allowed me to like build the muscles to understand it, the inside out, the industry from the inside out. So where I think things get lost is actually the confusion media thinks that they have to adapt to YouTubers and YouTubers having to think they have to adapt to media. And I think that's where things get
I think it's it's an ecosystem where everyone has their own.
So like
place.
we've been in conversations where it's like, how do we be more like a personality, a YouTuber or a thing? And the thing that I think we always come back down to is YouTubers, the thing that make YouTube, I think the value in a YouTuber is when a person doubles down and owns a beat.
I was gonna say that.
There we go.
Because people don't realize is that GameSpot is much smaller than you think it is.
It is.
Like people think that by staff size, we're on the same par as IGN. We are really, really not. And so for those games that are lifestyle games, your GTA Onlines, your
Fortnite, your
Fortnite
even
and
like
stuff.
Windrose and
It's
like all those games.
we have people on staff who are experts, but if you are a content creator and your entire beat, say, is Destiny,
Yeah.
then you have a lot more authority because you are kind of in there. You have a lot of authority because you are in there and you can see the changes and you are more kind of dialed into the player base. But also that's your only thing. You don't have to divide your attention, which is what. So while we have a lot of specialists and we use freelancers who are specializing in things, which is how we get to stay on top of things. But it's like there's so many games. It's impossible.
Yeah. And like, so that's where I always saw the value in individual YouTubers and influencers, the people who like, I cover this thing.
Yeah.
So when a thing comes out, a game of a certain genre, I know who I'm going to trust. That's not to say we don't do that here.
Yep.
Like we individually have beats. Like my beat was kind of decided like I'm survival horror dude. So whenever survival horror comes through, it's kind of my responsibility to know about it. Whenever a Resident Evil game comes out, that's my responsibility to be on top of it. And this could be interpreted wrong, but I do think there is an importance to the generalist, if that makes sense, as in like GameSpot still serves a place to have a general view and kind of pulse check on what is happening that you oftentimes don't get from a one-stop shop YouTube channel. So as for the future, as the internet dies, if you're not aware, the internet's been struggling as a whole, especially as AI becomes and I don't mean this in like some sort of like negative sentiment, but it's like, AI as a search engine, as an information engine is killing the internet as we know it in terms of a search engine and getting to the top. But that being said, there's almost more of a need for traditional outlets, for traditional media people to make sure they're in contact with developers, with publishers, with PR to know what is happening. Because otherwise you might get a half-washed opinion from an influencer YouTuber. And I'm not bad-mouthing anyone, but they're not always the most informed from the inside out.
Sure. And I mean, there's other, we've been going on about this for a minute, so I'm just going to, like, my final point on it is that also it's like QA is so important. Not just having a team
of people
supporting you is so important to have, to like fact check, to make sure that, hey, does this sound right? No, I remember this happening. Like,
are you being mean? Are you being constructive?
Yeah.
Like, does this sound? That sounds like you could maybe say this in a way that's a little bit more informed.
And that's the thing where it's like there are so many advantages to working on your own, but like also having someone there to check you on things is really important. So I think everyone exists within this ecosystem. It doesn't have to be us versus them.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah. There's good people out there making good shit,
a lot of good people.
including us. So yeah, thank you. That's an insightful question that I feel like I don't feel like I get to talk about much publicly. So
Flutter. Wait. Want to take a moment because we don't. That was your stomach.
that was my stomach.
Keep going. We don't really take a moment to sort of say thank you to the folks behind the scenes. So obviously you see Joe Luck a lot.
Spencer.
Spencer, Emilio, cameraman Roger. Yep. He's got to go fast, everyone.
Yep.
But no, just want to say thank you because you guys are instrumental to this show. And we're in front of the camera, but it wouldn't exist at all without all of you behind it. So thank you.
All right.
All right.
Viewer mail. we were the same. Yeah. Oh, this person got our names right. Hey, Kurt and Lucy and Jean-Luc. I love the show.
Thanks.
Sorry to see it go. What's one of your favorite mentions of a video game in a non-game related show? One of mine is Seinfeld, where George tries to buy the Frogger arcade cabinet with his high score from the pizza place. Holes. I need holes. Quote, Seinfeld.
Never seen Seinfeld. It wasn't a thing in the UK.
Which is surprising because I feel like there's a lot
Well,
of...
you had Frasier.
Didn't you also have 2.5 Men?
Yeah,
I had an English friend who loved
it was
2.5
they
Men.
tried to make it a big thing. Yeah.
Cryptic Sea. That's the person.
Yes, that is Alex. Okay, don't cancel me because he got canceled, but I will never forget the House of Cards PS Vita reference.
Oh, I don't think I even know this.
Oh, in like one of the first season of House of Cards, Kevin Spacey's character, again, don't cancel me. But he just says it in such a random way. He goes, "Is that a PS Vita? I should get one for the car." And then it's like a kid playing God of War on PS Vita.
Okay.
It's just the way he says, "I should get one for the car." Sounding like that, the space chicken from Futurama.
I think I have one.
Yeah?
It's from a British show,
Hit me.
Spaced. I mean, Space is filled with a lot
Yeah.
of gaming references, but there's one in particular that has stuck with me because I think it actually influenced the way I like think about like comedy and scene transitions and storytelling, and that is the episode of Spaced, the character's name, who I cannot remember. Simon Pegg's character is in his apartment, and as actual zombies break in, and he's like shooting with a shotgun, and like it's like so well shot, and so awesome. And then in reality, he's just playing Resident Evil 2.
Great.
And it's fantastic. In fact, I used that bit for inspiration for when we had Nick come in and fought zombies.
yeah,
Like that was what was in the back of
Yeah.
my head the entire time I was filming that.
Amazing.
That one, and also, was it Beyonce? Well, that's with a DS. Was that an ad?
Okay, if we're talking about the legendary brain training adverts, Beyonce.
I guess that's game related.
Well, those were ads, but the Nicole Kidman one.
Oh, what was it?
52.
Yeah.
52.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those.
Trying to think if there's any other one.
I have one.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Heroes. There's like a kid playing Heavenly Sword.
Wow.
But he's playing it with his mom, and they're playing co-op.
Oh, yeah.
And they show it, and you're like, that is clearly
A single player
player.
PS3
Yeah.
exclusive game that came out. What was that, a launch game?
close to. I don't think
Okay.
quite launched, but yeah.
Yeah,
I was that one always stuck in my brain.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Sopranos and playing Mario Kart with his kid.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
on N64.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a great bit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else has been in. They're not ever really.
I remember there's a bit in Breaking Bad where they're just like arguing about what the best zombie game is.
Oh, I don't think I even remember.
And I remember
that.
like it's
I've seen Breaking Bad.
It's what's his name?
Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul and his two stoner friends.
Oh.
And I remember they're like, no, man, like it's Resident Evil. Like Leon's so cool and like Ashley's got like
I don't remember
like
this
like
at
they're like
all.
talking about how hot Ashley is, and you're like,
She's underage.
Yeah.
She's a little girl.
no, I think she's pervert. Yeah, pervert. Anyway,
One more is that I love in IKEA when they have the fake consoles
Oh yeah. Those
and
are
the
great.
fake controllers.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
they just have like 360
And PS3s.
To this day, they will
Yeah.
have 360 and PS3
Well,
shells.
and sometimes they just like paint them white completely, and yeah, because they have gamer furniture at IKEA now.
Yeah.
I'm going to IKEA tomorrow. I think
Oh,
on Saturday. I'm very
geez,
excited.
Louise. Okay.
Okay. Roger.
Oh.
Roger.
Hey.
Come on. Get it together. Okay. Kurt, Lucy,
Hi. Oh, hey.
looking back at your career so far and covering video game news and reviews, is there a game you can think of that makes you go, you know what? I was wrong. Maybe something you were too harsh on or not critical enough of. Absolutely devastated that the show is ending, and we are all lesser for it. Is there any news on who will be watching after Suda 51 now? Also, I wanted to give a special thanks to John Luke for making it all happen. With a heavy heart, Swoop Crown.
Swoop Crown.
Thank you. Who's watching after Suda? Roger Craig Smith.
Yeah. Roger can have it under control. Seriously, come on.
What were you wrong about?
I mean,
yeah, Kurt.
what were
What were you
What
wrong
was I
about?
wrong about? I'm trying to think.
Well, I know. I guess you don't have to say it, but I know you've always been like, "Oh, I should have given that."
there is one game that
I
I do think I should. I mean, I don't
higher
even know if
score.
we're allowed. I don't know. I actually don't know the ethical journalistic rules of doing this, but like, fuck it. I do think back, and I feel like I should have fought for Lorelei to be a 10. During, you mentioned earlier about like the QA process of like people reading other stuff, and like the way people don't understand how reviews work for us is sometimes we just write the review. We don't even put the score. We just say, like, unless we're really confident what the score is. In most cases, like us as reviewers will write the copy, give it to the team, and then the team will say this reads like an 8, a 7, so on. And there was a little debate about Lorelei, about one person saying it read like a 10, somebody else saying it read like a 9, and ultimately we went with a 9. I don't want to say like I was wrong about that, but it's one that lingers in my head because like now that the game's been out for almost 2 years, I want to say
3, yeah.
It's been 3.
Yeah.
2023? Was it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that when people talk about like games that influence you or games that inspire you, or like just I think about design all the time, and I always at the top of my list every single time. It's like, oh, Lorelei and Laser Eyes. I don't know if I was wrong about that. There's like, go on this. I was worried about giving Resident Evil 4 Remake a 10 because I felt like I was like, is this just like an excitement thing? What is this? And then a year later, I was like, we'll see how I feel. And I was like, nope, I was dead ass right.
Yeah.
I felt good about that one. What about you?
The thing is that I have my only major review for GameSpot was Persona 5, and it was vanilla. So I feel very justified in giving that a 9 because I think Royal made it the 10, which Michael Heim then updated the review.
But not even review related too. Are there any
I mean,
specific things?
I think
I have one after you.
for me,
No, no. Yeah.
yeah, I remember you were really
I
wrong about
remember
that.
you were like so.
I don't think I was critical enough of Dragon Age the Veil God. But I also think, I mean, I was critical of the initial trailer, but I also think that they were very good at vertical slicing that game. Similarly with Mass Effect Andromeda. I remember playing that for the first time, like the first hands-on. I was like, oh, wow, I actually really love the way this moves and whatever. But then playing the full game, I was like, aha, no.
I was gonna say this is less like I feel wrong because I don't think it's wrong, but
It's
like,
like-
I always feel weird when I preview a game and come away very positive on it, and then I play the full thing.
I don't think
and
there's
then-
anything. I mean, because that's the thing.
yeah, it's like
you're judging the game on that slice that you
no,
saw.
totally. It's more of like acknowledging the reality, but like there's that weird thing where you're like, oh, you
Trust me, there's games that I previewed.
feel weird about it.
Previewed like this past year that I will not say that I was like, I loved my time with it, but I'm definitely like the game's not out yet, so it's
So you
like
can't-
don't. There is one, if you don't mind me saying, there's one that I saw you flip flop on,
What's that?
which is Immortality.
Oh, because I didn't like it.
You did not like it,
And then I loved
you
it.
flipped it.
And then I
there
loved
was a
it.
period of time where I
Yeah.
was like, I thought
Yeah.
I was like maybe I know Jean-Luc was really high in that game, but I thought I was like, fuck, like, are we the only ones? Like, because like it was
Then.
very divisive
At the 11th hour.
at the 11th hour, and then
Look
all of a
to the
sudden one
east.
day you came in and you were
Look
like,
to the east.
and you're like, I get it, and I was like,
get it.
ah,
Yeah. I forgot about that.
yeah. And then the other one I think I'm a little not justified in. One more and then I'm done. Silent Hill 2 remake.
Still haven't played. I'm sorry.
I know you haven't. But I notoriously did not really enjoy that first game and kind of was like on the out, like exist in this weird realm of appreciation for it, but didn't entirely see what other people saw. And so when the remake came along, I don't want to say I was critical of what the game looked like, but I was critical of its existence in a way, in which I was like, I just don't care. And there was a few things where I was like, this looks rough. And I think that remake is phenomenal. It completely like reprogram my brain and even how I think about the original one. So that's one of those things where it's like,
Okay. All right. Okay. You got me.
Good.
but yeah, I don't know. There's maybe a game or two I wish I gave a point lower, but I'm not going to say what they are. I'll only say if I was going to give them a point higher. You'll just have to guess out of the games I reviewed. Next. This doesn't even say who this is from, like who it's to.
Ooh, okay.
At a pivotal point in the iconic Jackie Chan film, Who Am I? Jackie Chan sprints up a hill, climbs onto a platform, and with arms held high, shouts out to the skyline, "Who am I?"
Sure.
Could you three each take a turn yelling this, followed by the other two chiming in with remarks about your character and who you are?
Okay.
Then at the end of each descriptor, please describe yourself, optionally in a Mr. Bean accent. This show and the three of you are pure gold, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you.
All the best, Matt Spanaholes. I'm so sorry. Spanaholes. Matt Spanaholes. Thank you, Matt. Excellent work in interweaving both Mr. Bean and Jackie Chan. I feel like
Jackie
you
Chan.
wrote this. What?
Jakey.
Jakey.
Jakey Chan.
I love Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan. Anyways, Jackie Chan. So it's mentioning both Jackie Chan and Mr. Bean. Matt, I've seen your comments. I know you watch. I've seen you. I've been seeing you for a long time. So I know. I've just never had to say your name out loud. Just as a heads up. But I know you. I know you know me. You think you know me? Anyways, this is you want. So how do we want to do this?
You have to yell.
Somebody
Who
screams,
am I?
"Who am I?" And then the other
two have to describe you, and then you describe yourself.
So am I supposed to be a character when I scream, "Who am I?"
No, you're supposed to be you.
Yeah, you're you.
You're you.
I'm supposed to be me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go scream, "Who am I?"
This feels like therapy.
Yeah.
We're okay. So am I going first?
Sure.
Okay.
Be careful of the TV.
Okay. I'm Jackie Chan. Or no, I'm not. I'm Kurt. And I'm running up the hill. Who am I?
Okay. Tonic, you want to go? Oh, shall I go?
You're a grumpy old man.
I love things. I love things with grumpiness and passion.
We were sitting at the table the other day, and you kept being
Oh,
like,
yeah,
"I
that's
don't
right.
do this," and we're like, "Yeah, you do."
Well,
and you're like,
in-
"Well,
in-
I don't."
In real time, I was saying, actually, no, hold on.
Yeah,
So I was
you're like, "I don't
actually,
judge
no, that's
people
not
for
true.
that." Well, actually, hold on.
Yeah,
That's not
actually,
true.
hold on. Let me back up.
I don't do this. Well, hold on.
Okay. Grumpy old man.
Oh, okay. I was going to be a little nicer than that.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not going to look at you. We don't compliment each other. This is the rule.
Yeah, this is actually a
This is
rule. When
actually
we
the
do,
rule.
it's like, okay.
I think you are a very principled person who knows exactly who he is and is very confident in that. I think you are an incredible artist
Okay.
in all aspects of things that you create. You are very creative, and even though you are a grumpy old man sometimes, you never fail to bring a lot of incredible energy and pep people up and just have a laugh. And hiring you is the best thing I ever did. Fuck off. Don't look at me.
Well, I know who I am.
Enough.
An asshole.
Are you crying?
No.
Oh.
Enough.
Okay.
Enough.
Who are you?
Oh, I have to describe who I am?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, for one, it's true. I'm intense. I feel things wholeheartedly. You know when I like something and you know when I don't. So yeah, you can interpret that as grumpy, but I also have an overwhelming sense of love and care and passion for things. And I also think everyone should just be who they are and like who they are. And that's the principles I live by, and therefore that's who I am.
Genuinely, Kurt, you are the person who would least need to say, "Who am I?" Because I think of everyone I've ever met, you are the most.
Is this my funeral?
You are so confident in who you are compared to everyone else I've ever met. Like yeah,
It's the mustache.
Yeah.
yeah, it really is.
I woke up one day and I said, I can fucking do it.
And you
And
did.
then
And
I
you
did
did.
it. And I don't give a shit what you think about it. End of story.
Sure he doesn't.
Okay. Oh, God. All right.
I'll go.
Wow. I really like the.
Really fun screaming.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I really
Yeah,
enjoy it.
It's great. All right, John, you went first. You're going again.
Okay. All right. Lucy.
You have to say something mean.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say something mean this time. Lucy, you are the most talented person in this entire that has walked into this company, and I mean that. Like, you don't think you're talented, or no, you are more talented than you think you are. You can do things like watching you on this show. The way in which you have done bits, you have been funny, you have been able to hang with Kurt and riff on him in a way that I know that you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. Like, I have watched you grow so much in just the last like 26 episodes we've done. It has been incredible. I think you're amazing.
Thank you.
Matt, you really picked a hell of a
Yeah.
card. Anyways, my turn. So, per our rule, I'm not going to look at you. And I don't like complimenting you. Just for the record, you don't suck. Lucy, you want to know why you're so great? Because you hired me. Because you let this guy, who did not have a big following count, did not have some big, crazy subscriber count, didn't have some crazy social media, but you chose me. And not to make it about me, that's not the point that I'm trying to make. The thing that I'm trying to go with is that you have an uncanny ability to recognize shit of value. Not say, again, this sounds like it's me, but what I'm trying to say is time and time again, I've witnessed your ability to observe something and see the worth in it and know when it's worth doing something and know when it's not worth doing something. I also don't think you give yourself enough credit because you're probably like, I don't want to be super cool. But to Jean-Luc's point, you're sharp as nails. You're always on top of your shit. And I've always said this. I think I've said this to your face, so this is a compliment. But I do think you're one of the most important people in this industry. And I think you're one of the most important. Oh, I'm getting emotional. You're good at what you do. And I really think this industry would be screwed if you weren't around.
I love you both.
Woof. God, shit.
Matt.
Spinals. Anyways, yeah. But most importantly, thanks for giving me a job. You also brought me to San Francisco in the process.
Sure did. Brought you over 24 hours and that was not my idea.
Yeah, for context, I was flown in
This was,
for a tryout, basically for like an on-camera read. And it was a 24-hour trip from upstate New York. And for anyone from upstate New York, you'll know that it sucks to fly out of because it's not like a direct flight. You have to have connecting flights. 24 hours, flown out to San Francisco, ate the worst pizza of my life when I got here, thought I was going to get food poisoning, came into the office, was tasked with writing a script, an intro to a script on the spot,
Yeah,
in which then I had to go in front of a camera,
sure did.
read that script from memory.
Because we didn't have a teleprompter. Until alarmingly recently.
Yep. And then I was taken into a room in which a bunch of weird not weird, that sounds weird. A bunch of like headshots were taken of me.
All Chris.
And I was like, oh, I got this in the bag. And then all of a sudden Lucy was like, thank you
We'll let you know.
so long. And then I was like let into the wilderness of San Francisco being like, I have no idea what just happened. I have no idea. And then I had to fly home that night. It was
And you got
less
the job.
Yeah. And then when Lucy called me to say that she got the job, she's like, we would like to offer you the job. And what did I say?
No.
I said, what if? I said no. And it was dead silence on the other line. And I was like, I'm joking. I thought I made it abundantly clear that I would like this job, please.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. Okay, Jean-Luc, you're up next. You have to scream, who am I?
Doesn't Lucy have to?
Oh, I have to say who I think
Oh,
I am.
shoot. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I think, first of all, love you both. I don't really think about who I am. I think I am just someone who tries to do their best. And I think in some ways that is a very positive trait to have. But in other ways, it means I overcommit to things and I feel like I'm pulled all over the place. But I am trying to not like leave a mark, but I want to leave things better than how I found it. And so and this is from Kyle Bosman, I credit him with this all the time, is I watched an episode of The Final Bosman years ago, and he always said a 0 out of 10, even a 0 out of 10 game has value. And I like to take that approach in how I look at everything. I try and see the positive, and I like to be constructive because at the end of the day, we are all only here for a short amount of time. What is the point in just ripping everything down and not trying to make things better? So that's how I live my life. one dumb pun at a time.
Yeah. There's one thing I didn't get to say though, because I got all funky wonky. Don't worry. The one thing I was going to say is, you've taken me off guard many times.
Interesting.
As in, I didn't. As in,
Because you didn't know I could juggle? Well, neither did
well,
I.
that is true. You did juggle, and I was like, you didn't know you could juggle, and both of our minds were blown away. But no, there's just a few. I've worked with you for X amount of years, but I oftentimes don't get to realize how much time you had before. And there's just times where you just like do things, and I was like, very like, holy shit, I didn't know you could do that. It's like juggle. So yeah, you've surprised me. All right, Jean-Luc, time to scream.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever heard your scream voice.
I'm not very.
Screamy?
I heard you like scream sort of once, but I think it was because of something that happened in Vanderpump Rules.
I have a high pitch. Like I go like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what's the line?
Who am I?
Who am I?
I want to see what am I?
You could say that.
Who am I?
Sounds like you kind of fell off a cliff a little bit.
Who am I?
All right.
All right.
Who am I?
Jean-Luc, you are the backbone of this place. Truly. It has been such an honor to work with you for so long and see how you've grown, how you have just taken ownership, not to sound like our fucking review system, but like just you have such an expertise and care with how you approach your work, and you approach things with like such good nature and authority. And like when I say the backbone of this place, I really mean it. Like you are organized, you're always thinking ahead, but you're always thinking about other people too and how you can help. And it not only makes you a joy to work with, but also like we've become a lot closer in the last couple of years, and it is a joy and privilege to call you my friend. And I love you.
I love you too.
Jean-Luc, you're somebody with great hair.
Thank you.
Really great hair, annoyingly great hair.
But I also think you have such a defined moral code
Yes.
of what is right and what is wrong. And when you see something that is wrong, you will do something about it.
Yes.
There's been many times in the years I've worked with you where something will happen and it will upset a few of us, and which we oftentimes like we just have to work with it or go with it. And you put up a fight. And so I've been able to witness someone like you stand up, not just for yourself, not just for other people, but for the identity of GameSpot, time and time again. Like Lucy said, you are the backbone. I think you're the oil that makes these gears churn. That makes you're not even like the person who makes the train go. I've seen you lay the tracks.
Yeah.
And even though you've worked here longer than me, I feel like I've seen you transform and evolve from someone who was always good at production, who always like did their thing, but also took the chance to challenge themselves and put themselves in uncomfortable situations, even if it was hard as shit. So you did good. You're doing good. You're great. I seriously don't know how this room would function if you left. And unfortunately, I consider myself pretty savvy on a production level, but the amount of times I've had to call you and be like, I can't turn this light on. Can you please help me figure this out? And if you weren't here, I don't think that light would turn on. So it's make a manual, please, for your sake and
Yes.
everyone else's.
Thank you.
Who are you?
Who am I? I think too much about who I am. I have the opposite problem of Lucy, where I think too much about myself and who I am. So I guess I would just say I am me, and I should just focus on being me. And yeah, I don't know. I just,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have great hair. You're right.
Really got great hair.
I the other day, woke up and was in the bathroom with my wife, and we were both getting ready, and she was like doing all this stuff, and I just walk in and I just go, "All right, I'm good," and she just turned and looked at me and was like, "What the fuck It does look good. You're right.
Yep. Yeah. Done. Thanks. All right.
Cool.
Fuck you, Matt.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks for a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Enough.
Enough. Letter.
It's
me.
yours.
Wow. It's time for the final beef of the week.
Wait, do we have a beef?
Or as they call in America, beef of the week. I feel like I should be on the box of some porridge or something. I don't know.
Yes.
burger porridge.
I love Miss Lucy James's porridge where she wears a burger on her head. There's nothing says good porridge like the burger queen herself, Miss Lucy James.
Actually, don't eat at Burger King.
I might have a burger for dinner today.
Would you know why I don't eat at Burger King?
Oh, I don't know why you don't eat burger.
Because one
King.
time when I was a youth, I went in and I had to use the toilet at Burger King, and someone had done a massive green shit, like all over the floor and everything. Like it was green.
Okay.
And
Sure wasn't relish.
traumatized me.
Okay.
Anyway,
You're not missing much.
I don't think that Burger King exists anymore. It's fine. My final beef is genuinely just like algorithms. And this is not just because the show is ending. I just find myself really beefed up against algorithms. And I'm fed up of a machine telling me what it thinks that I would like instead of me knowing what I would like and deliberately following those people, those artists, and then not getting served their output because instead I'm being pushed random shit that I don't care about. And so I know a lot of people can we've seen a lot of comments and letters and such of people saying, I didn't even know you guys were around. Blah, blah, blah. Imagine working in it. It sucks. But it's just, part of our modern day life that I hate. And I think when it comes to games, not only am I missing, videos and podcasts and whatever, but it's also I'm missing game releases because everything works on an algorithm now. Everything is on an algorithm. And it sucks. It's why I've often given. Here we go. It's why I've often given I've given this one spiel like a million times on this show, and it probably sounds redundant and like not all that clever or philosophical, but I do stick by it as someone who does not rely on algorithms often because I'm not on a lot of things to be indulged in them, but I do love to remind people like there is good stuff out there. Do not wait for it to come to you. I know it's difficult to be like, well, where do I look? Where do I go? And sometimes the best places to go are your friends. Yeah.
What are you playing? What are you reading? What are you watching? Who do you like? And you may get a suggestion you may not like, but it might open a little crack or a little door or a little thread that then brings you to something else you didn't know was there. We all have a responsibility to support the stuff we like.
Yeah.
And that comes in different forms and different ways. And for this show in particular, yes, it was very difficult to watch us make something that we love, that clearly people love, but there is an expectation and it just wasn't meeting that expectation. And we can sit here and blame the algorithm, which we will. But that being said, just if there's something you like, you don't have to scream to the clouds for people to pay attention to it. But, just remember there's value in sharing stuff that interests you outside of a Discover Weekly Spotify list, which I absolutely
AI DJ.
stop listening. AI DJ. That's woof.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good beef.
Yeah. Solid beef to end on. Do you want to take the hat off? Beep. Oh, sorry. I threw it perfectly onto the shelf.
You could juggle. You could throw burger hats. What else can you do?
Beep, 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 beep.
You could do Yoshi voices and all that.
Kermit?
Hey, I surprised you with Batman or
You
Joker.
did.
I surprised myself with that
Yeah.
one. Okay.
Batman. Anyway, thank you for watching. Kurt and Lucy got you covered. Brackets in general. We love making the show. we're sad it's ending. We know you're sad it's ending. But we'll always be here. We'll be on GameSpot. Come find us. Thank you so much for all your letters and comments over the last few months.
Yeah, and also just to make a note, a lot of people just sent in letters this week. We did not read all of them. We decided to pick out the ones that were questions, but please know that every single one of you who wrote a letter this week, mostly just lamenting what's happening to the show, we did read them, and including all the comments and all that stuff. And it's a good pep in my step to be like, look at that. Oh yeah, what did you know? What did you know?
Another huge thanks to John Luke, Spencer, Emilio, our editor, Roger. Suda's gonna be hanging around.
Yeah, at least you'll still be here.
まあ、そろそろ帰ります。僕ね、2月3日からずっとここにいるんですよ。ねえ、みんな気づいてくれないから。もう帰ります。さよなら。
Okay.
Well, thank you, everyone. Peace out. I've never
Bye.
said that before, and I'm
Yeah,
never
no,
will
that
again.
did not sound natural for
No.
you.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.